Good morning.
Good morning.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
It is a morning, y'all.
Oh, yeah. This ain't nothing to play with out here.
No. So welcome to your Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right?
It is Wednesday.
All right,
It is Wednesday.
Don't be confused. You are listening to the Maney and Lauren morning show, but Maney is out, at least for today. He should be back tomorrow, barring the fact that his flight does not get canceled.
Okay, with this weather.
No lie, my husband was also, unfortunately, in a... he had to fly to New York for a funeral, and getting back yesterday, it was like him and his sisters, their flights just kept getting canceled one after another.
That's the worst.
I know. So he did finally make it to Raleigh, and his sister made it to Charlotte.
See, all of this mixing and moving around.
Well, she was supposed to be going to Charleston.
Uh-oh.
So imagine my surprise when I wake up this morning and I'm like,
Girl, what did you doing
who
here?
been sleeping in my playroom? Okay. I literally was like, is there a person in there?
Oh, yeah. See, that sounds like the beginning of a movie. That
Right?
sounds like the beginning of a movie.
But my family uses my house as like a truck stop.
Not they just be using it like an Airbnb.
They know the code to the front door. They come in at will. Sometimes
Just be vibing.
I didn't even know she was coming.
See, that's so comfortable. Who is in the back room?
No, I love it. I love that they're that comfortable there. But I was like, what is happening here? I was like, I am so sorry. Our guest room we don't keep it heated because there's never anybody in there. So
Yeah, it ain't no point. Ain't about to be using up the heat.
She had to sleep in the playroom because the guest room was so cold.
Oh, well, hey.
You know? All right. What is on your mind, Big Al? Like, what's going on in your life that you need to tell us today?
So I have been trying to pack. I'm not I be waiting till the last minute. I
Where
wait
you
till the last
going?
minute to pack. Jamaica. So y'all, this is cute for right now. But in a couple days, I'm gonna be on the beach sipping a Mai Tai in my swimming trunks, vibing. And I'm ready for that. I need that. I deserve that. This cold don't deserve me. So it's time for me to go.
I love it. Well, you're leaving Friday?
Saturday.
Okay. So I'm out of here. This is actually I'm gonna do the show tomorrow, and then you know me. I'm like the second I can hop on a plane, I am.
Out.
I will not be here on Friday. Maney will not be here on Friday. He's supposed to go to Cabo for his 40-50 trip with his wife. And since we were taking the days anyway, I'm now going on a girls' trip to Fort Lauderdale.
You know what? It's such a vibe. I love it. We deserve trips, book them flights, not them feelings.
Right? But like when it's like this outside and we get a surprise snow.
This is crazy.
I'm like, I got to get out of here for a minute.
Yeah, and I've never done one of the trips where you leave in the winter and then
go
it's
somewhere
tropical.
warm.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this.
It's about to be, you're about to be a dick. Big Al, are you dating?
I be trying to, but I think for me, I realize I like myself better when I'm single than I do in a relationship. It's so serious.
So do I sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, my husband and I have been together for, I don't know. This will be 15 years married this year.
Oh, come on. Hats off to that. Because a lot of people don't make it. Kim K, didn't she last 30 days?
Yeah, like 72 days or
That's
something.
That's me.
Well, we've been together for almost 20. I think it's 20 this year as well.
Oh, that's love.
But do you know how much it costs to be in a relationship?
I be seeing, and that's that right there, I'm good.
So they say that money cannot buy you love, but dating is still pretty expensive. And a new survey of 1,000 Americans reveals just how much you are spending on your dating life. And the average American spends $6,138 a year on their relationship.
Oh!
So whatever you're doing, ask for a raise.
See? Woo! How much? Can you repeat that number one more time?
6,
I just want to make sure I process it.
Yeah,
right.
process it, right? $6,138 a year. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Now, here's the breakdown. It's around $560 on gifts for your partner throughout the year.
That's cute.
And about $5,500 on dates and activities. Dining out takes up about 93% of your dating allowance. So
let's go in the house.
Right?
We love each other. Let's go enjoy each other. All this money.
Let's watch a movie. Let's open a bottle of wine. Let's keep it tight.
Keep it simple.
Yep. And then that's not even including what you would spend if you are going to concerts.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going on trips together.
Ooh, everybody be trying to get flued out and stuff. This is a lot.
It is a lot. So getaways averaging per year when you're dating somebody is around $1,100. And even if you're married, and my husband will say that this is on the light side, but even if you're married, count on spending around $19,000 a year on your relationship.
Oh, my goodness.
That's so much money.
My head just fell between my hands because this is like, these are devastating numbers.
Now you're talking the whole family going out to dinner. Now you're talking the whole family going on vacation,
That's
babysitting.
how I know I'm not ready.
Yeah.
That's how I know I'm not ready. Y'all talking these numbers?
Happy National Hot Sauce Day, Big Al.
That's why you asked that, because I did not know that was a thing.
I did. I asked Big Al between commercial what his favorite hot sauce was because, of course, we found a survey by Food and Wine that asked Americans what their favorite hot sauce is. Now, if you are a fan of the Maney and Loren Morning Show, then you may know my history with hot sauce.
Girl,
because
the big stepper. Please don't play with her.
I love hot sauce. Like when I go for anything hot, whether it be, spicy tuna hand rolls or hot wings or whatever.
You going for it.
Or Thai food. I tell them to make it so hot they think I cannot eat it.
We cannot eat together. We cannot eat the same plate.
Well, that did bite me in the booty when I told Maney that. This was years ago. But he ended up getting Ed Curry here in the studio, who is the creator of the Carolina Reaper, which for years was the hottest pepper in the world.
That's a story.
Yeah.
I like hot sauce. And then they bring the creator of the Carolina Reaper. That's
and that cat brought the Carolina Reaper with him.
Of
course. I tried it.
See.
And when I was okay eating the Carolina Reaper, he then whips out another pepper that he had been working on at the time.
See, that's not even FDA approved, Loren.
It wasn't. It was the prototype for the Pepper X, which is now the hottest pepper in the world.
That could have been so dangerous. You just trying peppers that they bring in.
It was dangerous. Ow, when I tell you, I was like in a full sweat. Like it looked like I had been in the shower. I was sweating so bad. And Ed is telling me to drink orange juice, not to drink milk, which goes against everything that I've ever heard. And I'm like, okay. He's like, the acid will do something to the hot sauce and it'll neutralize
is so scientific.
Right?
Oh.
Well, anyway, I go home thinking that it's over, take a nap, and wake up. And when I tell you, I was laying on the floor of my bathroom, like hurting, like
fighting for your life,
naked, okay, because my whole body was on fire again, just putting anything that I can on a cold surface.
Oh my goodness, sitting there like Inferno.
Yes.
This is crazy.
But anyway, in regards to National Hot Sauce Day, the top 8 hot sauces that came in, which none of these are on my list, by the way. So Louisiana brand came in at number 8.
I think that's where my salty not salty.
You're sweet.
I want to clear that up. Don't bring me no salty hot sauce. But I think that's where my sweet hot sauce come from.
Okay, so you like the sweet hot sauce, which is strange to me on a whole nother level. Although I do like truff. Like truff is like in my top 5.
The way I don't know what that is.
Well, it's got a little sweet tang to it.
Okay.
Number 7 was Texas Pete. It is National Hot Sauce Day, and these are the top 8 hot sauces that America loves. Tabasco.
Okay.
Taco Bell. Berman's, which I've actually never had. Cholula.
I've seen that bottle, yeah.
Sriracha, which I don't even consider a hot sauce.
It kind of gives like a vibe of its own.
Right. And then, of course, Frank's Red Hot. You put that beep on everything.
Okay.
That's America loves. That's the champion.
That's the one.
Al, you're, I don't want to say pretty young, but you're younger than I am. Okay. So have you ever had a car stolen from you?
No, I've never had a car stolen from me. I've had multiple break-ins, but never actually stolen.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Well, this is where my brain goes in the morning sometimes because I had a moment where I kind of freaked out that I was doing something wrong. And if you've ever had your car stolen right from under you, text the studio 704-570-9595. You can also call. But this morning, it is so stinking cold out that I don't have an automatic start on my car.
You sound like you did exactly what I did.
So what I have been doing is parking my car directly in front of my front door, and then I'll run out and turn it on and then go in and finish getting ready.
I know that's right.
I make my coffee afterwards,
You can
get my stuff together for the day.
The car's going to be hot.
Yeah. And I don't want to wait in a freezing car for it to, defrost. And B, like, time is money. Let's go, right?
Time is money. So, yeah, you're right.
But there was a moment while I was getting dressed and I was like, is this a good idea or is this the dumbest thing I've ever done? Because truth be told, somebody could just pop right in there and literally take the car.
It's a little dangerous.
Like, what am I doing? And like I said, in that moment, I was like, I bet people have had their car stolen like this.
They probably have.
704.
See, my car, it allows me to, like, lock it. So I'll be like, okay,
when you're
cool.
on the outside?
Yeah,
Mine does the, like, beep, beep when you leave the key in, and it won't lock. Okay? So, like, even though I have 2 key fobs,
it won't,
it won't, just for safety purposes, won't lock. So 704-570-9595 if you've ever had your car stolen, if you've left it running at a gas station and maybe you ran inside or left the keys in the car somewhere. My husband is so guilty of leaving the keys in the car while he goes into his friend's house and his car got broken into. I was like, you're lucky they didn't steal it.
Yeah, that'll be nothing to play with.
Dawn called the studio during that song, and she said her roommate, I think in college, got their car stolen. Dawn.
Good morning.
Good morning. What happened?
So he eventually became her husband, which he ran out, and he actually took her car to the 7-Eleven and left it running, and he, quote, ran in to get something. He came out, it was gone, and he called us and was like, I don't know what to do. And I guess the police came and took a report. They recovered the car, but it took a good probably week to get it back. And trust me, they almost didn't get married.
Over that situation.
Yeah. Well, imagine if you let your boyfriend borrow your car or he takes it when you're sleeping to get something, which is usually okay.
Yeah.
And then gets it stolen.
Oh my gosh.
That's just like from out of the frying pan into the deep fryer.
The way he was in the doghouse. Thanks so much, John.
Forever. She never let him live that down.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Thanks. Oh, and
I feel her.
And that all stems just from my brain going, this is not a good idea. I should not leave my car running and get ready. It is the Maney and Lorette Morning Show. Maney is out today, so you might not hear him on the show so much. We're going to sprinkle in a little Maney because we miss him. But Big Al is sitting in with me today. And of course, Al, we got to do 3 in the QC.
Let's do it.
So Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, they're going to start using drones as first responders.
That is high tech, baby.
Isn't it?
Woo.
So when they receive a call of a situation that is escalated, they're going to send in these drones first to see and get intel so that they can de-escalate the situation
that
faster.
Sounds like iRobot. This is like groundbreaking.
Yeah, kind of cool though.
Yeah.
So there's a new country bar coming to South End, Nick-I-O, like Yippee-I-O kind of thing. And I think they're going to give the Rose a little run for their money, it looks like.
I think I saw that. Is it correct me if I'm wrong. Is it like a bull or something that's going to be in there?
Oh,
or
I'm
like,
sure. It's not
Okay.
that far along yet, I don't think. I'm looking at pictures, but I do believe it's not truly a country bar unless you have a mechanical bull,
Say
right?
it. You said it.
And DeBaby says that he is working on the next anthem for the Carolinas. We're actually going to talk to DeBaby later in the show today. But he says that he is working on Panthers music. So we'll have to ask him about that when he's in the studio.
Yeah, okay.
All right, that's your 3 in the QC.
Well, I had a best friend named Carly, and her mom got remarried, and her brother-in-law's name was, or stepbrother's name was Harrison, and their new kid's name was Carson for Carly and Harrison from their previous marriages.
They ate that.
So that's not confusing at all in that household. Thanks, Carly. Holy cow. Sometimes I can't wrap my brain around it, but it does make me laugh. You guys are funny. All right, it is time to play Can't Beat Loren, but we're going to do a little twist today. Instead of playing against me and Can't Beat Loren, you guys are actually going to play against Al, and we're going to play I'll Beat You.
I'll beat you. So call up.
So today we're going to do something a little different. Maney is out. So Big Al,
Yup.
you're in, man.
I'm in.
You got called up.
I'm here.
So we are not going to play Can't Beat Loren today, although we are still going to ask our 5 pop culture questions. We are actually going to play a game that I like to call I'll Beat You.
I'll beat you.
We've got Sarah on the line. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Oh. Sarah, you there?
That's all right. Hey, Sarah.
All right, Sarah. No, that was no fault of your own. I am running the board, and Maney usually hits the buttons over here, so I'm a little, sometimes I do something and I go, ooh, that wasn't right. But anyway, Sarah, are you ready to play I'll Beat You?
I'm ready.
All right, Al, out of the studio.
Let me get up out of this thing.
Get up out of here. All right, Sarah. Al's going in to the hallway where I used to go. The door is shut. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Question number 1. Justin Bieber was quick to explain what happened when fans noticed that he unfollowed his wife. No trouble in paradise. He just says someone got on his account and unfollowed her. Sounds a little sus to me, but who is he married to?
Hailey Bieber.
Hailey Bieber is correct. Let's add Tyra Banks, unfortunately, to the list of celebrities who lost their home in the Palisades fire. Tyra famously hosted what model show?
America's Next Top Model.
Yep, that is it. All right, 2 points for you. Caitlin Clark. She was with Taylor Swift at the Chiefs game last weekend. What sport does Caitlin Clark play?
Basketball.
Basketball is correct. There's a nasty legal battle going on between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. They worked together on this book-inspired movie.
It ends with
3.
us.
What'd you say?
Ends with us. Begins with us. Shoot.
Oh, which one? Which one? You were right the first time.
Begins with us.
Yes. Okay. And Miley Cyrus's mom threw shade at Miley's ex-husband 5 years later. Who was she married to?
Liam Hemsworth.
All right, Sarah. Great job. Come on in, Al.
Uh-oh.
Sarah did really well.
Sarah. Okay.
She did really,
All right,
really
Sarah.
well. Sarah got 5 correct, Al.
Oh.
So I'm not going to tell you until the very end if you got it right or wrong, all right?
Okay.
By the way, I just have to say, Al, whether Al wins or loses today, this does not affect my personal record, okay? All right, Al. Sarah, don't say anything, okay?
Okay.
All right, Al. Justin Bieber was quick to explain what happened when fans noticed that he unfollowed his wife on social media. He says there's no trouble in paradise. Someone just got into his account and unfollowed her. Sounds sus to us, but who is his wife?
That's Hailey. Hailey Bieber.
All right. Number 2. Add Tyra Banks to the list of celebrities who tragically lost their home in the Palisades fire. What model TV show did she famously host?
You want to be on top, top, top? That's America's Next Top Model.
Number 3, Caitlin Clark was last seen this past weekend at the Chiefs game sitting next to Taylor Swift. We want to know, what sport does Caitlin Clark play?
Basketball. Okay, I'm feeling good now.
All right. Number 4. You know, they get progressively harder.
I know.
There's a nasty legal battle happening between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. They work together on this book-inspired movie.
It Ends With Us. When I hear that, I think about when I came in here thinking I had new teeth, and you was like, that movie is old. So
when it hit Netflix, Al came in here crowing. All right, last one. Miley Cyrus's mom is throwing shade at Miley's ex-husband 5 years later. Who was she famously married to?
Liam
What?
Hemsworth. Ooh. See, it's so many Liams. That one about got me. I had to stand on business.
All right, Al, all 5 correct as well. Sarah, Al, 5-5. Ty, stay with the house, unfortunately.
Right.
Sarah, amazing job. You know what we want to hear before we let you go.
I'm Sarah, and
Al beat you, right?
I'll beat you. You still 8, Sarah. You still 8.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Now, Al, it's obviously Girl Scout season. You have a favorite Girl Scout cookie?
It be them caramel delights that do it for me.
Yeah?
It be them caramel delights. How about you?
I'm a Thin Mint girl to the point where I'll buy a case of Thin Mints and put them in the freezer for the year.
I had found, never mind, I shouldn't say that.
What?
I was just going to say I found a little off-brand one, not to take away from the girls' business. But, you know, when it's not that season, I can go get my fix still. That's
Al,
all.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm muting your microphone now.
You know?
All right, Al. I need a little help here.
All right.
You know, you can follow us on Instagram and social media at the ML Morning Show. We also have a YouTube channel that you can watch us on as well.
The Maney and Lemon Morning Show.
Al and I work really hard on that. But when we answer, and we do answer, by the way, when you send us social media, we got a DM. So I want to do a little DM drama here.
Uh-oh.
All right. So Brianna, she didn't say not to use her name, so I'm going to use it.
Okay.
But she says, hey, guys, the regional manager of my company where I work came into my office last week. And when she saw my cubicle, she told me that I needed to make it look, quote unquote, more professional. I've decorated my corner with knickknacks, lights, and even a disco ball.
I know that's right. I'm sorry. I'm on her side already.
She said, I get my work done. No one ever comes to my section in the office, so it's not like anyone's going to see it. Also, it's been like that for 3 years. And this is the first time our manager has even stepped foot over here. Should I just pretend I didn't hear her and keep it decorated the way I prefer? Or should I be making it less fun and more professional and do what I'm told?
I hate to stifle my girl like this, but in order to keep that check coming, I just think maybe take it down a little bit, but still keep that personality.
Okay. If you want to weigh in.
Because my office is knick-knacky.
I know it is. Now, here's my thing. I feel like I vibe better in a clutter-free but personalized space, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, like, even our studio here, and obviously we have a different job, right? Like, our studio was brown and gross and looked every bit like a radio station studio for years. And when I finally got the go-ahead to make this studio cool,
turn it up.
I painted. I put neons up.
It's lights up in here, y'all.
Wallpaper.
Yeah, it's everything up in here.
Right? Because
It
we're
needed a little personality.
It needed a little personality. And we're doing stuff for video. So, like I said, our job's a little different. But is your cubicle at work, is it decorated? Do you personalize that? Or should it just be like you drop your laptop there, sit down, do your work, and roll home?
That's so boring. If you got to be here so many hours a day, you might as well make it comfortable.
I mean, I don't disagree. 704-570-9595 if you want to weigh in on DM drama for Brienne. Big Al is in the studio with me. And Big Al, we just talked about DM drama. Brienne sent us a DM saying that her manager, her regional manager, just told her that her corner at work, her cubicle, is a little too, quote unquote, personalized, that they don't appreciate the knickknacks and lights or the disco ball, and that it needs to look a little bit more professional.
Yeah, I'm on her side. I'm not the manager side. That's getting boring. That's so boring. You know, like, you got to be there. Might as well make it comfortable. Now, if it's like, if she done rolled out the red carpet and you got candles lit up in the office and stuff, then that's one thing. But if it's not bothering nobody and no complaints and it's been that way for 3 years, then I think she should be fine.
Yeah, and I think if you don't have a front-facing job, I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's not like, it don't sound like the DMV or like, you know.
No. We did get a text message from Dan who says, I used to work at a bank and got put on notice not once but twice because I refused to clean up my office. I was not front-facing, and I just don't understand what the problem was. Well, I mean, at the fact that you're saying that you're not going to clean it up, that might be a little issue there too. Speaking of work, Big Al. I found an article that 95% of millennials and Gen Zers admit to workplace cheating. Now, it's not what it sounds like. Workplace cheating is not hooking up with somebody in the office. It is actually, after being polled, 2,000 Americans were polled who said that they were guilty of workplace cheating. They said workplace cheating is taking a nap on the job, maybe taking a spool of paper from the office, taking
a little paper towel, toilet paper. Okay.
Yep. Maybe pretending to be online while they're dealing with a family issue. Now, they say they take these moments because of burnout.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it be like, you know what, y'all gonna have to deal with me as I come because I'm just trying to make it.
Well, 95% of employees ages 18 to 34 do admit to workplace cheating. When's the last time you cheated? Be honest. Be honest.
Let's see. Yesterday when I left a couple minutes early.
So Maney is out today. He had to tend to some family stuff, but he'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, Big Al is sitting in with me today.
Big Al busy in this thing.
Riding shotgun. All right, so Al, I got a crazy story for you.
Okay.
All right, and you know I love these.
This is
Me
my favorite.
too. And we find these all the time on social media. But a woman participated in a fake wedding for Instagram.
Girl. Okay. I'm going to let her land. So she participated in the fake wedding.
Only to find out that she's really married now.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
See?
So
you play crazy games, you get crazy prizes.
Well, I think it is her fault, and it isn't her fault. So here's the deal. A woman in Australia, she claims that she's now filing for divorce. She met a guy on a dating app, and they started seeing each other regularly. He invited her to a quote-unquote white party in Sydney. And when she got there, she realized that the party was her partner, the wedding photographer, a friend of her man, and a wedding officiant.
Oh.
Now, she was obviously upset and put that out there. But the guy said that he was just staging a fake wedding to boost Instagram following. So she went along with it, okay? So she goes along with it, and she's like, okay.
Sure, because I'm here now. What I'm going to do, leave?
And I could use a boost on Instagram followings,
Might as well.
So I'll play your game. Thinking that it was a fake wedding, she proceeded. Then 2 months later, he asked her to put him as a dependent so that he could get permanent residency in Australia.
He's so slick. He is slick.
Girl, you done got played.
He is slick. He got her.
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
So now, of course, she's filing for divorce. The courts did not believe her originally.
I wouldn't either if I was the judge and this came across my desk. I would be like, girl,
You're like, no, nobody
you just
can be
trying to
that
get this thing
stupid.
on no and
Nobody can be quite that dumb. No, unfortunately, there are scams out there that people play.
and she got.
She got. But we just saw on social media that a woman paid a person almost $1 million who was claiming to be Brad Pitt in a hospital.
I saw that. When people be like falling for stuff like that, I'm like, now you deserve that. You just now if you let them get you like that, you deserve it.
That's a quick Google search. That's follow them on social media. They all have verified accounts.
You didn't see the blue check. Mm-hmm. Everybody else got the blue check, but this one.
Well, now hold on, because you can pay for a blue check now. To be fair,
That's true. You can now you can,
and that is not fair. Now I gotta know something because something was taken away for school kids, and before we get to that, I need to know how your children are handling this because. I mean, I guess when I was in school, I would have handled it okay, but now
I wouldn't.
I feel bad because I feel like people are going to lose their minds about this. But it seems that this scenario had started off in the UK. So I found an article, and there's a high school in England who took away cell phones and social media, and where there was a huge backlash originally, now the kids are actually doing better on their schoolwork and testing.
You know, that's one of them things. It's like, y'all, let them cook.
Okay.
Let them cook.
Now, this seems to me like people would be up in arms because not only are you taking away cell phones, but you're taking away, obviously, their social media. Mm-hmm. I say, like, okay, maybe take away the social media, but, leave the cell phones for an emergency or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But they say that the results have been so impressive that they're actually rolling it out to other schools, too. Like, the students are now 100% focused on what they're doing and their exams. Now, I heard South Carolina, we broadcast in Charlotte, Augusta, and Fayetteville, but South Carolina had a statewide cell phone ban that went into effect in January 2025, prohibiting students to use their personal electronic devices during school hours. And the ban also applies to social media, obviously. So not only did they take away the cell phones, but now, I think they have like Chromebooks and stuff. You can't do anything on those, right? So the ban applies to all public schools in South Carolina. And my question is, like, how are your kids dealing with that? Like, are they okay with it? Was there a backlash originally, but now they're like, okay.
Yeah, because I know for me, I'd probably be like, ooh, y'all don't pay the bill on this, so I don't really know how you trying to tell me what to do with my phone.
Listen, so we all obviously have like company given computers and laptops and whatnot working for Beasley Media Group. Well, you're not supposed to be on Amazon, on social media,
on Netflix. Yeah, you over here playing with your company.
Yeah, listening to music, whatever. You can always stream the Maney and Lauren morning
Excel,
show,
and that's it.
But yeah, that's the point. You were only supposed to get on Excel and your, based things for work. Well, Maney and I sat in here one day and we were like, we can't do a show like that.
There's no razzle dazzle with that.
We need the full access to the internet for show prep, And I said, Maney, if you went back through and looked at your history, is there anything that you would get in trouble for? And we joke all the time in the studio because, like, we'll see something in prep that we have no idea what it is, and we'll Google it and be like, oh my gosh, we cannot talk about this.
This is troubling.
Yeah. But, I just wonder, again, how the kids are dealing with it. So if you've got school-age kids in South Carolina, because Charlotte is right on the border of North and South Carolina, give us a call or a text. We just got a text to the studio from someone in South Carolina that says, and so home school applications spiked because of the cell phone ban.
See?
Shocker.
Do not have cell phones, but my son that's in middle school said there have been some kids that have tried the policy, and they didn't deal with it too well, but I haven't heard any more about it since like the first week. But my older son used to take his, and I don't know if he's leaving in his car. I didn't ask him, but I know the first couple of days, it's like he was upset about it. And once he saw they were enforcing it and they meant business, and even I thought, I can't. But he's making straight A's. And, he wasn't a bad student before, but it was too much of a temptation, I think, if they let him bring it.
Get out of here. So now he's making straight A's?
Yep. And he works. But, yeah, my younger two, we made the mistake with the younger one of giving him a phone real early. And so he was the one I thought we would have the most trouble out of. But since he sees nobody's allowed to pull him out, he's in a school of about 12, maybe more than that, or it was really grown in Bowling Springs. But now that he sees they mean business, he don't try it. And he always, if he is on his way home, he'll text me before he leaves, and I'm guessing he just don't take it in.
Yeah.
But
does it have
during the day?
Anita Lee, does it have an adverse effect when the kids get home from school? Are they then glued to the electronics, or it just kind of carries over?
Well, he works part-time, and they have Chromebooks. All of them have, well, the youngest one doesn't, but they have Chromebooks. And so my youngest one has a problem with playing Minecraft anyway.
As they all do.
That seems to be an issue, but he didn't really play that in school. But the older one, no, I think it's carrying over in a good way.
Okay, maybe. That's good. Anita Lee, thank you so much for weighing in. We really appreciate it. I am baffled by this. Now, of course, back in the day, it was a Wednesday. But back in the day, we weren't allowed to have cell phones, and misery loves company. So South Carolina, get aboard. I'm just kidding. All right, before we get out of here today, I found an article, and it is signs that you're an embarrassing parent, according to teens.
Mama, I know you listening, girl. Please bear with me.
The way my dad used to embarrass me,
the way the tone in your voice changed, I know that this is serious. You have some trauma.
Yes, I do have some trauma. I'll work it out in therapy one day. But I specifically remember two things in my high school years that my dad, literally just drove me nuts, right? So I had a bunch of people over to the house one night, and we were vibing,
Okay, trying to catch a little vibe. Yeah.
And it was guys and girls, and we were listening to music. We were probably getting a little loud, and my dad got up at 4:30 in the morning every day to go to work. Mm-hmm. Well, it was a school night. He was working the next day. And this man came out in his tighty whities in front of about 10 of my friends that we all went to school together, and proceeded to berate me from the top of the stairs about how loud we were being in his tighty whities. And all of my friends are literally just looking around at each other.
Because what else do you do? Like, Loren, I would just be sitting there like, okay, and when he's done, the first thing I'm going to do is give my girl a hug and tell her good night because I got to go.
And, now, I probably would have turned the tables on my dad at that point. And, nowadays we have cell phones where you can just video whatever. Mm-hmm. And I would be like, Dad, if you ever do that again, I'm posting this on TikTok. You can't be doing that.
You know what? You want to get me? I'm going to get you back. Tap for tap.
Right. So teens were surveyed, and 89% of teens living at home said that they have been embarrassed by their mom and dad or dad. They say doing viral TikTok videos, just skip it, parents. That's the number one sign that you're uncool. But most kids say that they try to laugh it off. 2/3 of parents admit that they've told their teen a lie to look cooler.
Have you ever told your kids a lie to look cooler?
Oh, not to look cooler, but to get my way. Well, yes, all the time. Yeah. And then 91% of teens, actually, this is sweet. 91% of teens say that even though their parents are cringy, they wouldn't change their parents.
That is a tearjerker.
Right? Some of the ways that parents are embarrassing their kids is by using youth slang.
Oh yeah, sometimes my daddy, I'll be like, Albert, please, because this is too much now.
Kissing their children in front of their friends. Listening to music that just seems too young for them. Mm-hmm. Social media selfies. These are the ways that parents are embarrassing their kids.
Oh, the selfies with the arms, both of the arms be up on the one phone, and then
and then listening to loud music when they're getting dropped off. Now, it wasn't loud music for me, but this is another one of my pieces of trauma from high school. My dad had a truck that was like 7 different trucks in one. My dad could fix anything. So he thought it a great idea when he got, a fender that looked better than the truck that he had, that he would put it on there.
I know that's right.
Ow. Ow. This truck was 7 different colors. It had brown fenders. It had a blue bed. It had, he had buffed out all of the rust marks on the hood, so it had pink spots. And this man wanted to drop me off at the door of school?
I like it. He seemed resourceful. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not. Dad, just drop me off here. I'll walk. But Lorraine, it's 3
2
miles.
Hey, it's Loren from the Maney and Loren Morning Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you've subscribed to our channel and like this video. But if you want to see more content, we've got stunts and more funny show moments.